I'm Susan Greenwood and John Walker. We started investigating a shed quite some time ago and decided when we had the floods in 2023 that we really needed to do something more serious in terms of housing for our implements. And we've got two girls that do a lot of horse riding, so we thought we'd try and combine the two services really. Then in 2024 we were at the Fieldays and we came across the Alpine stand. John was particularly impressed with the fact that there's no tech screws in the beams with the Alpine sheds, and we actually hadn't seen an Alpine shed before, so it was all new to us. And on further investigation, we've ended up going with Alpine, largely because of the quality. We're in a high wind zone here, and the fact that there's no tech screws was really a winning point for us. Another thing that we're particularly fussy about was the fact that we wanted pest-free environment, particularly for the old car and the horse floats and whatnot. So Alpine really came through on that front. So we were impressed with their pest proofing and the fact that we can't have any birds in here in terms of the structure of the building, so that's of great benefit to us. As part of the build, we wanted for John to be happy with all of his implements, but of course the girls and I needed space for the horses, so Alpine were really great at providing us with the lean-to option with some ideas on what had happened previously in previous builds to how to make that a success. So we customised the design quite a bit to include the lean-to on the end. We were really lucky with TC Shed Builders because they really came to the party and just delivered in terms of the build and our little extra bits and pieces. We didn't really want to have to deal with consents and so forth, so Alpine took control of that. And Travis from TC Shed Builders was sort of the man on the ground for that as well. We found the process fairly seamless and we were pleased that we didn't have to be involved with that. Any discrepancies or issues were sorted out really quickly. So we were super impressed with Alpine and their professionalism. All of the kit set arrived on time and in spec. There was no issues with anything that arrived. We wouldn't hesitate to recommend a build with Alpine. They're brilliant to work with and no hesitations. We haven't had any issues. Likewise with TC Shed Builders. We were very, very impressed with the speed at which Travis's team got the shed put up, and also his relationship with Alpine meant that things were really seamless. Any issues just seemed to be dissolved very quickly. A very professional bunch.